We came here on this planet to experience the duality, right? The polarity, yin and the yang. For us to really experience the yin and the yang, we need to experience the opposite as well. So if we wanted to experience love, we have to experience hatred. And a lot of us have gone through these dark periods for us to learn what love really is, what grateful really is, what kindness really is. Can you think of a time that you haven't been kind to someone or someone haven't been kind to you? Can you think of a time someone haven't been loving to you? And so we got these extremes. And one way is for us to personally experience it. Like I used to be a self-centered person and I used to be quite unhappy growing up. And as I evolved beyond that, I became happy. I also remember, not relive, but remember what it was like being unhappy for a period of your life, what it was like to be selfish for a period of your life. But do we necessarily have to go through all the polar opposite ourselves? Some of the polar opposite actually come from our loved ones. And the examples I can think of now are coming from my intimate partner, my wife, more so, because she's closest to me for a large period of my life. And of late, I see her using social media and her phone quite a bit. And it's all relatively speaking. Compared to the peak of how much I'm using it myself, I probably use more than her. But compared to myself right now, she's using it more. And the more that she's using it, the more that it provokes me to use it less for some reason. The more that she shops, the more that it feels like I don't want to shop. The more that she wants to dress up, the more that it's propelling me to wanting to dress up less. The more that she accumulates around the house, the less I want to have around the house. The more that she's into food, the less that I want to be into food. And so I think what this opportunity is that she's a version of me as well, or she's a mirror version of myself. By me seeing myself through her as a mirror, I don't have to go through all this polar opposite myself. She's helping me and I'm helping her. So the more that extreme she's taking it, the more extreme I'm taking it. And what I tend to see before long, because if we continue this path, we're going to have clashes in our lifestyle and our belief system. What tends to happen is once we pull further and further apart, eventually something snaps us back. It's like I talked about this period that I moved out because there was too much clutter. But through that, when we got back, we kind of like starting to find the middle ground. So think about in your life, who are the people that's closest to you that you're having some of these values or belief system that you're clashing with right now or have been clashing with in recent times? What is the extreme or the polar opposite experience is it gifting you with that you don't have to go through it yourself to learn what the other opposite is? I find that the more that she rests, the more that I want to work harder. The less that she's into nature, the more that I'm into nature. Or the less she's into gardening, the more that I'm into it. Given that there are certain things that we are aligned. So it's not everything is like yin and yang. Otherwise, it's going to be clashing on everything. But there's quite a few different things, especially like new calling, new drive, and new belief that I'm going through. I find that it shows up in our loved ones that's reflecting the opposite. Guru Singh said this, Isaac Newton's law, for every action, there is opposite equaling same force of a reaction. For every action, there's the same reaction. The same power positive, they will generate the same negative power. So you can see a mirror version of yourself. And when you can recognize it's just another version of yourself and they are playing a role, because we're here to experience of everything. We want to experience all. We came here to experience bitterness, chili, sour, sweet, savory. We came here to experience all flavor. And so do I have to experience all flavor myself? Well, when someone else is experiencing it and you can see it, maybe I want to experience it because another version of you, an extended version of you, have already done the experiencing for you. And you can feel the energy from that. It's your path to experience it. But once you can see that, well, that person is also helping me learn those lessons, then forgiving that person for whatever that may not resonate with you. Forgive meaning that give forward, like letting the past go and just give to the present moment. But we came here to experience. We got this lifetime. No matter what you want to experience, it's still, you paid the toll to come to this lifetime. So you might as well have more choices.